I don't know what it is about my face right now, but goddamn does it look, I don't know, out there. I look like mentally retarded or like mentally handicapped or something. It's weird the way I'm sticking my eyes up. Like I'm looking off at my second monitor, but man, it looks like I got two lazy eyes or so for some reason. It's weird. Wow, Lumi's still streaming. Hey, dragged out my wall a bit. No. Yeah, that's a little bit better because I do bob up and down a lot. Oh, what the hell am I? What are my tags? Strategy games? No. Far Cry. World games. Soft. FPS games. FPS. Good enough. These tags don't do anything for me anyways. I gotta remember to keep the mic closer to my mouth. Let me just check this. So like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, I think that's about as good as a deep a voice I can get. And there's no like cutting out of the audio at all. I should make sure that like whenever I'm speaking, like the gain knob has a light up that goes green. I need to make sure that I gotta like be conscious of that when I'm speaking. It goes off regularly. Because like even there, I saw it cut out while I was trying to say regularly. Let me hear how that goes back. Yeah, regularly came out really soft. So I got to keep this mic up and close that, or I need a. The gain is already like really fucking high, so I don't know. Whoa. So. Oh. You need some feedback even with that level of high of gain. All right. Well, to start, something cursed to start the day with. Thank you, JP Twitter. I am so disinclined from tweeting this. This came out today. This is not like some weird ass old tweet, but this I'm not going to translate this, but this was a guy basically saying he jerked off so hard that when he covered his penis with toilet paper, he ejaculated through the toilet paper. That's like who even is this account? Where is he from? Based in Japan. Could be hidden by a VPN, just to be clear. I don't know who Reform Palito is. Why do I follow them? What's their pin tweet about? Since it seems it's kinda going viral, mind if I promote myself a bit? Yeah, sure, go ahead. A few years ago, I bought some merch called Cool and Create Beat Mario Gaukin's Aaron enrollment set. But when I got home recently, my parents had to throw it away. Tohu fans, anyone else, please help me. What, he wants somebody to help find this merch that his parents forced him to throw away? Oh, his parents accidentally threw it away. Yeah. My parents are hoarders. There's tons of stuff they could just throw out and I probably miss whenever I go home. So reading some stuff. transport aircraft, electronic intelligence aircraft, standoff jammer aircraft. Interesting. This is a cute diagram. Like, it looks like sort of like a cute little animal. In any case, zooming in today's news. I don't care about soccer. Soccer. As we'll explain Star Wars recognition with WoW tank swap analogy. Listen, I follow the Lotus Leader, so I've been hearing their side of it, and so the whole narrative that the likes of oh my god, stop. I should have just done that. Alright, let me just put his face up. Freaking account. The whole narrative that Sargon is giving out is that Andy Burnham was able to win because he was running on a campaign of restoring the Labor Party to its like pre-Blairite form. Enough of the neoliberalism, enough of the enough enough of the Labor Party being run by posh Southerners in Britain, which I guess is what Starmer was, and go back to the old like nationalize various industries for labor purposes and stuff. So he had a powerful message in an area that had historically been labor, and in the North is where I hear, as I understand it, reform has like making the most headway against labor. And probably if they had an election like maybe like almost half a year ago when reform was polling at 30%, labor would have been wiped out. They barely would have been able to get a seat. Even and especially in the North. But Andy Burnham seems to be this one last great hope for labor to like right itself. But I think it's going to be a test to see whether or not he can do it. He's not going to touch immigration because admittedly Sargon was, or Carl Benjamin, I'm watching he was doing a retrospective on Keir Starmer and was pointing out that Keir Starmer had done some stuff to limit migration and it has been down. They're still taking people in, but it's not as bad as it was under the Boris wave. They're still not able to competently stop with the small boat crossings across the channel, but it's nowhere near as bad it was a couple years ago. However, we're still getting there's still the issues of the two-tier justice system in the case of Henry Novak and the Southport riots. And of course, you have all these horror stories of immigrants, legal or illegally in the country, doing horrible stuff, like the guy who massacred a bunch of children in Southport, or the Sudanese guy that tried to tried to decapitate a guy in Belfast. So immigration may be down, but there's still too many immigrants in the country. So people may feel like you may point to the, like I was watching a Simon Whistler. Let me see if I can find him. YouTube and podcast are links in bio. Fuck helicopters. Wow, okay, so he's just got the most innocuous stuff on here. And he only talks, I guess he only talks about like behind the scenes YouTube stuff. He doesn't, so let me just find his channel here. Home fronts. Where's YouTube? Let me just go. This is a movie.
Dad?
Yeah.
Why'd we move out?
Okay.
Beautiful house.
That shit's coming through my fucking speaker. I thought I had changed it. What the hell? All right. So yeah, he did his whole video in here, and he made a point in his video of talking about how American media has talked about the issue of immigration in Britain. even though, and they point out the raw numbers that Britain is down, but still the problem is you have a ton of basically these unassimilated foreigners who've colonized the country, and people are feeling uneasy at the level of change. And it's still going even if it's slowed down. So, like, what Britain needs is negative net migration. They need, like, tons of people here illegally or legally exfiltrated. And that's the platform that Restore Britain is going on. So I don't know. I don't think what's his face, Burnham, you can see down here, is going to massively change things. The only thing I can hear about is like, oh, he might like try and move to nationalize more like public utilities, or put them into more localized government control, like water, energy, and stuff like that. Because apparently he did a pretty good job with that in whatchamacallit. He was a Greater Manchester mayor or something, and so he did that there because apparently he was like a sitting MP in the Labour Party, but saw that he wasn't going anywhere under the current like the previous Blairite paradigm under Keir Starmer, or even earlier than that. I don't know when he was. Let me look this up. Let me get this exact details. But the broader point is, I don't think he's going to be able to wrangle the Labour Party. Since June 2026, he previously served as mayor of Greater Manchester from 2017 to 2026. So this still would have been under Conservative rule. Greater Manchester. Okay, so at some point in the mid to late 2010s, 2017, he saw that he wasn't getting anywhere in the Labour Party. I forget when Corbyn was booted out for Starmer. But I guess he was seeing that he wasn't going anywhere in there. So he left to become mayor of Manchester, and I guess he's using that as his credence for what he can do. Like, look how I transformed Manchester. He has held several cabinet positions, lastly Secretary of Health from 2009 to 2010 under Gordon Brown. Okay, so he got fucked because he was part of the Gordon Brown administration that went down in 2010 in the wake of the global financial crisis that killed the Labour Party. Because I believe Tony Blair had been the Blair Party had the Blair new Labour under Blair came in under 1997 and basically transformed the country throughout the 2010s. And eventually he stepped down to allow for Gordon Brown to be prime minister, and then the global financial crisis hit, and then the Conservatives were able to take power because, you know, just popular discontent. Like, whenever you have an economic downturn, the party in power is going to suffer regardless of whether or not they're responsible. That's one of, like, the sad realities of democracy, is that if line goes down, people will reject the current party in power. So, I'm a Brit, and most of what I get for my knowledge of British politics goes through Lotus Eaters, just to get my bias. But as I understand, there's probably like too many like factions within Labour that Burnham will be able to wrangle, and he may not. And you know, we've all been joking. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find my own fucking tweet on this. Fear will not waver, 1,000-year Starmer right. It was like people were admiring Keir Starmer's like unwillingness to back down in face of like all these labor challenges. Admittedly, because they didn't have a clear like figure to rally behind. So I believe that's straight up somebody getting their head blown off in that video. Yeah, that's an execution right there. That's ugly. Also, the guys like running with their hands like this, like, it's just, I don't know. It looks so stupid, but yet so ominous at the same time. So people were like, sort of like lightly making fun of Starmer's unwillingness to back down in the face of internal challenges, and people keep on resigning from his cabinet positions, and then just recycling through people saying, we're not going to have this conversation now. You can approach me one-on-one about this later, and then refusing to do one-on-one conversations. Basically, he kept on maneuvering like, no, we're not backing down. But now that we have a clear figurehead in Andy Burnham to try and take the leadership role from Keir Starmer, he saw the writing on the wall and I guess went down. And apparently he was in tears, and people are Keir Starmer was in tears, that is. He was in tears because I guess he sees Burnham as somebody who is going to try and drag back the Labour Party to like a pre-Blairite era. I don't know if Burnham will be able to do that. So we shall see. We're not going to... I think we got till like the end of June for like the leadership election to actually happen, although it seems like straightforward what's going to happen. So we'll see what Andy Burnham can do. All right. Fuck if I know, bro. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what the song is, but put it to Shazam. And that's not a decent, unepic picture looking of Starmer right there. All right, let me switch to my Observer account. Get off my account before I accidentally leak my notifications again. Okay, so a scarecrow. Oh, that's cool. I wish I knew what it was screaming right there, but I mean, I could use some of those out in like in the Rocky Mountain states where they're concerned about like wolves and stuff. Because wolves are, you know, necessarily kind of skittish creatures. They're less, you know. I remember watching this movie called like White Fang or whatever it was. Let me see if I can find it. Where's the... There it is. Yeah, I watched this film. I guess it's based on it. It's about a half wolf, half dog pup that gets adopted by the main character. Starring Klaus, Maria Brandauer, Ethan Hawke. Is that a young Ethan Hawke? Who was an experienced but gruff miner? Ethan Hawke is Jack Conroy, the young man. Wow, that was Ethan Hawke. Man, Ethan Hawke. Man, this is old. Man, I'm feeling old. The point is, in the film, they had, and I think in the story as well, they have wolves actively attacking humans. It's like what's happening to me in Far Cry 4 is that all the local wildlife is immediately hostile and wants to suicidally attack any humans that are out there. When we know, and I remember explicitly at the end of the film, like the Wolf Conservation Society or some other conservation society specifically put a message in there. Just to be clear, we have no recordings ever of wolves actively hunting humans. They'll go after your dogs. They'll go after your cattle. They will not actively hunt humans unless you... They will not actively hunt humans. They might fight and kill you if you're agitating them in some way, if you intrude on their territory, at which point that's defensive, and then they're not hunting you. So they had to, The Myth of the White Wolf. Okay, so that was a sequel. It doesn't say here in the film, but I explicitly remember at the end of the scene that there is a, that they did put like in that wildlife conservation message, just to be clear, this is a work of fiction, and we have no recordings of wolves ever actively hunting humans or doing this insane stuff like baiting out sled dogs. Because that was like a whole scene was the wolves have a half wolf, have a half dog, half wolf female bait out the male sled dogs in what's his name, Conroy's crew, and then kill them for food. That has never happened ever. So, again, where was I even going with this? The point is, like, these animals can be kind of skittish, so this would be nice to probably, like, put out in the Rockies where people are constantly concerned about these about what... There is general concern about animals, like, eating their cattle or dogs and stuff. But again, sometimes these... Like, people complain, like, one of the things that happen is, like, some of these people will leave their dogs outside, in dog houses outside, and then be, shocked when dogs, wolf pack will come in and then murder their dogs, just like, they'll be able to see a dog and see, oh, we can gang up on this thing, and this thing is sort of like us, and we're territorial and stuff, so we're gonna kill it. And I'm just like, let your dog sleep in your house, or attacking its cattle. So that, or you can have actual guard dogs, like Kangals or Great Pyrenees, who are, tough sons of bitches that can, hold their own against an entire pack of wolves. So, what is this? Oh, it's Freddy again. I started to wonder if Freddy, how old was his account? He joined in 2021. Al Nasser Saudi club official account. Mitilyant. I don't know. What the heck is this? So he just follows these teams, I guess. Walton's Glen State Park in New York. For a moment, I felt like I was deep in the jungle searching for an ancient lost city. Oh, wow. I want to go there. Yeah, I gotta, like... I've been doing conventions all this year. Next year, I gotta, like, take a weekend and go to Big Bend National Park. But, motherfucker, that is... Hold up. Just turn this off, make sure... like an 8-hour drive, so I'd have to spend like a good day actually going out there. Just Houston General. It's a 9-hour and 40-minute drive to get out there, so I'd have to like drive through the night. So I'd have to dedicate a day just to driving. I could do like half a day and then drive into the late evening and then show up at Big Bend National Park. So if I'll do one convention during the summer, and then the other part of the summer, like June or late August, I'm gonna go, or maybe September. Go during a cooler month. I'm gonna go out to Big Bend National Park. I probably should do some research, because last time I went to Glacier National Park up in Montana, and I was like, I had no idea what I was doing. Where is it? Fortune, Libby, where is it? Oh, there's Lake McDonald. I went hiking along Lake McDonald, so I got to make sure to come in from the east so I can actually hike up the hard mountains on this side of here. I probably should also be dedicating myself to the Stairmaster. Should I do that? I'm gonna shrink myself down a bit. Showing too much over the side of the window, the browser window. All right, World Cup trip has made it to Pennsylvania. I've just counted, and this is already the 13th state of the trip. Man, how long is this boat going? How many, like, I guess this has got to be these Europeans, like, taking advantage of their generous vacation times, if he's able to do this. So, I could not spend, like, a week at a time out like this. Then again, I'm planning for other... I could, but I'm not going to for soccer, because I'm not a soccer guy. Your 13th state, but first Commonwealth. Welcome to PA, Freddie. Let freedom ring. All right. So, the Jewish governor of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, using this as a moment to promote the state. So, what's this? South Korean Air Force conducting training to intercept a swarm of 50 drones. All right, let's see how well this works. Damn. That you got like maybe just like 40% of them. Damn. So I would say that is not that effective. You got 50 coming in and you're only able to get like 20 of them. That's not good. Probably better to invest in direct energy weapons. That can like scramble these things. Because are these things fiber optic? Because you're probably better off like trying to jam their signals, or like try and like blast them with electromagnetic radiation of some sort to fry their circuits. And you can do that over like a wider area, and you're not expending physical material doing that, just energy expenditure. So that actually, like, I don't think this is good proof of concept, just spraying bullets in the air at a swarm of drones. They're too dispersed. So, and also this is a pretty nice like preset battery here. Are you gonna have these guns like set up like this? Is it hard to rig up a machine with a camera that AI tasked would shoot down all the drones? I actually saw on Instagram somebody advertising a like a belt-fed machine gun that they could put in the back of a pickup truck or an SUV, and it worked, and it was able to shoot one drone out of the sky. Another is a different issue. So. Anybody got any cogent quotes? The self-defense forces ended up retiring the VADs. I'm guessing VADs must have been some like anti-drone system or something, or a gun like this that the Japanese self-defense forces got rid of. How about this? Using the Vulcan cannon removed from the retired F-15 pre-MS in production. Oh yeah, this guy's got a good point. It's surprisingly hard to hit, or rather quite difficult, isn't it? Since the direct hits are tough, wouldn't a cannon that can fire shells with 30mm or larger explosives be better? Yeah, probably better, like, because even if the shrapnel doesn't get the aircraft, the shockwave could probably fuck them up as much as well. All right, this guy's saying that whatever VADS wasn't good for anti-drone anyway. So, all right. So, I'm looking at this and I'm just, again, doesn't look like it's fit for purpose for drone swarms. Okay, all right. Now we got this new account, DSA Watch. Oh yeah, there were all these Mamdani endorsed DNC primary challengers, and they were actually able to unseat some incumbents across New York City. And he went 3 for 3. Mamdani's endorsed candidates went 3 for 3. So who knows? And these guys are like radical to the left, and people are pointing out. Let's see if I can find Scott. Scott Greer was commenting on this. Is that the people who are pushing these guys over the line in the primaries are white carpetbaggers, or I don't know, transplants into New York, far more so than say more native blacks and Hispanics. Yeah, last night's big wins for Mamdani-backed candidates were driven by young college grads, often at odds with the party's traditional working class and minority base. In NY13, the less Hispanic and more college-educated a district, the more likely it was to vote for the challenger, i.e. the challenger backed by Mamdani, who was probably a DSA radical of some sort. It wasn't too long ago where observers worried about the youth vote in America turning rightward. As I wrote about in spring of 2025, it seemed obvious this vote could instead shift to the far left. We're now seeing that play out. Again, it's also New York City, so there's a filter effect for, like, you know, liberal, up and coming, what's it? Not yuppies, but yuckies, young urban creatives, people who want to live in the big city because, like, New York City is okay, but I wouldn't want to live there. But there are some people who do see it as like the dream. You got to make it in New York City. If you make it there, you make it anywhere. And there's probably a point to that, but no, I refuse to go to New York City. I like living in Texas. I like not having to pay property tax on my car. All right. So what's Dave Green here saying? I got into an argument with him the other day on Twitter about pornography, or the feasibility of like outlawing pornography, and First Amendment's challenges to such a political move. Regardless, what he's saying here is exactly 100% of these opposing predictions about youth going right, left, or woke being put away, staying, becoming simultaneously true/false when looking through different adjustments and conditions. No one thought female non-white immigrants from NYC were swinging right in 2024. These aren't just female non-whites. Young men went strongly for the Democrats in New Jersey and Virginia. Those are two states which are more representative of America than NYC. In New York, young men voted overwhelmingly for Mamdani. NYC is obviously not representative of the entire country, but other elections show a similar trend of the youth veering back to the left. We will see this play out. In November. Yeah, so young voters, like, we had a surge in young men voting for Trump in 2024. But again, 2024 was a perfect storm of conditions to screw over the Democrats. Terrible administration, terrible high inflation spike, the Ukraine war dragging out, just general languishment going on, and in the economy that just created a perfect storm for people to come out. And it was all fine and good for Trump to promote run on mass deportations in the wake of immigration, the issue that I'm also forgot to mention about the Biden administration. But then when you actually had to put rubber meets the road, people actually get skittish about immigration enforcement, and younger guys as well. So we'll see how the youth vote goes. But again, youth vote is a diminishing portion of the electorate at this point. The electorate is going to continue to be dominated by boomers and then Gen X after them, because they have the larger population. All right. So, debate heats up over male-female IQ differences. I'm not talking about that. Weighted vests help older adults keep weight off longer in small study. Even Kreml's going for it. Interesting study finds wearing a weighted vest tricks your body into losing 80% of the vest weight. So wear a 20-pound vest and lose 16 pounds. Interesting. Maybe I should buy a weight vest because I'm trying to lose weight right now. Let me see here. Admittedly, I'm a fucking office drone, so I don't walk around that much. But if I just wore this around all day, garage gym review. No, just go to Amazon. I don't need some high-end falutin weight vest. Sponsored. Show this slightly. Which one would I get? Tactical adjustable weight vests and weighted plates. There's something that just goes around your shoulders. I don't know. This Zealous thing looks nice for men and women. It's only $19. 4 to 10 pounds. Now I want like something. Oh God, the thing that goes up to 20 to 30 pounds already jumps up like 50% in price. God. Motherfucker. It keeps on showing my freaking name. Whatever. Prime deal day, minus 15%. 20 to 32 pound. Yeah, give me that. What, does the weight go in the pouch here? Yeah, get it in blue or purple or gay ass purple, green, gray, black. I'll go with the gray. I can wear this under my flannel, in all honesty. I could get it by Friday. Let me turn this off so I stop exposing myself for a second. It's $70 for the fucking 20 to 30 pound one. All right, whatever. It's in. I got it. Snap decision live on stream. I'm getting a weight vest because I saw this study. So, all right. Let's go to OSINT Defender, see if anything late in breaking is happening. I probably should go to ISW for once and see what's happening. Let's see here. Utter devastation seen across northern Venezuela, coastal city of La Guaira, following tonight's pair of major earthquakes measuring 7.2 and 7.5 magnitude with an epicenter just to the west of Caracas. I mean, if we have an amphibious ready group, this would be a good time to do some goodwill for Venezuela and doing a humanitarian mission. We are equipped for this shit. So I want to build some goodwill. Like, we've already having Southcom commander go and visit there. So we're already establishing military relations. So doing a humanitarian effort, I think, would be prudent at this point. See here, B-2 stealth bomber fly over, kick off the Great American State Fair today in Washington, D.C. as festivities for the 250th anniversary of the United States kicks off. American air superiority. Or air supremacy. All right. Oh, and then the airport also got screwed. So, inside, like, the ticketing area. Simón Bolívar International Airport. According to the United States Geological Survey, the massive 7.5 magnitude earthquake in Venezuela was felt by millions across a wide range of Venezuelan territory. Projected injuries and death rates are in the thousands per USGS updates. Landslides have also been triggered by the earthquake. Damn, looks bad. Again, you don't want to be out in the open. You want to go to where, like, you know, a frame is. You want to get towards a solid wall where hopefully this, you know, under something that the ceiling won't collapse in underneath you. Or on top of you, I should say. Mierda, I know that means shit. Man, this has got to be the most, like, bougie place in all of Caracas. Or wherever the heck this place is. This looks nice compared to, like, the poverty that probably a larger part of Venezuela actually lives in. Se rompieron 45 segundos. 40 60. Say that again. 45 segundos. 40, what, 45 seconds of that? That's about right. Shit. Well, the building didn't collapse and you along with it, so... Alright, so Valencia, Puerto Cabello. Where is Caracas? This way or this way? I swear it's probably this way. Alright. Okay, something non-related to Venezuela, finally. Top Republicans appear skeptical of Wednesday of the Pentagon's record-breaking budget request, despite their desire for increased defense spending and personal plea from Secretary Pete Hegseth, who's calling for a $1.5 trillion defense budget. Dear God, we're gonna be bankrupt in 2026, combining a $350 billion in reconciliation funds with $1.1 trillion base defense budget, an increase of 42%. Members of the Republican Study Committee, the House Conservative Caucus, that includes some of President Trump's fiercest advocates on Capitol Hill, expressed concern after meeting this week with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, according to Politico. I get the need, but what are all the pay? What are the pays for? Rep. Keith Self, our Texas. That's my big question. All of this, we keep on spending super high like this. Like, we're never going to get interest rates down at the Fed because, like, as much as I can tell, the only way we can control inflation in the country, when the government spends this big and high, when we have like $1 trillion deficits, is for the Federal Reserve to hike interest rates, so it's actually drawing in money when it loans out money to banks. Like, that's the only way they can like keep inflation, is they have to suck in more money themselves by charging higher and higher interest rates. But it has knock-on effect. So we're like never going to get to the low interest rates of like the 2010s. I don't know, for the foreseeable future. So it's going to be, we're going to have to put up with high interest rates for any kind of loan, be it for cars or houses. So maybe I should have put in for a house right now and locked in a lower interest rate, because God knows if this goes through, we're probably going to even a higher interest rate. Fire aboard the Freedom variant of the littoral combat ship USS Indianapolis, one of these poor ships, sent 6 sailors to the hospital while pierside at Naval Station Mayport, Jacksonville, Florida earlier today. All personnel were treated and released. The cause of the fire is under investigation. All right. If you don't know anything about these littoral combat ships, they suck. They're made out of like aluminum, or mostly made out of aluminum. They were meant to fight in the littorals, and they just never ended up standing up to the test of time for what they were supposed to be. They had like an odd system where they would have different types of crew who would man the ship at different times. So some people would be off, and then one crew would take it off and go out to sea, and another would be at home. If I remember correctly, I never got that far. So people like resent being sent to these ships because they're meant to be so low manpower, and they never end up being able to do all the modular different missions that they were for. Like, I remember one pulled into Sasebo, and we were like figuring out like what they were doing, and apparently like they're being used for like we were to ask like immediate supply runs out into the South China Sea. Like, if like an aircraft carrier needs like some big piece of equipment that they can't just fly in, or some other ship, they'll send out the LCS to transport it outside of usual connected underway replenishment. U.S. Central Command, or Admiral Brad Cooper, is set to visit Israel tomorrow against the backdrop of ramped-up U.S.-brokered Israel-Lebanon negotiations. All right. Supporting disarmament of the Hezbollah in Lebanon. In Lebanon, there remains generational opportunity for the meaningful change, with President Aoun's push for the Lebanese armed forces to disarm Hezbollah in accordance with the November 2024 cessation of hostilities and current ongoing diplomatic initiatives. U.S. CENTCOM has supported the cessation of hostilities supervisory committee, previously referred to as the Mechanism. The Mechanism, okay. And now called the Lebanon Deconfliction Cell. A novel pathway for groundbreaking deconfliction coordination while supporting adherence to the agreement. It proved the potential to address long-standing challenges that have shaped the Lebanon security environment since the 1980s. While the United States continues to support our Lebanese partners and real progress is underway, important work remains, and unresolved friction points still drive escalation and risk broader instability in the Levant. This was evident when Hezbollah once again put loyalty to the Iranian regime over peace and security for the people of Lebanon and decided to attack Israeli civilians in the country's northern communities in the post-OEF environment. As an emerging diplomatic initiatives continue to take shape. There remains no alternative to the Lebanese armed forces, and the U.S. support to the LAF is indispensable. There's no shortage of challenges on the road ahead, but these efforts are crucial to prevent Tehran from once again casting its long shadow across the region into the Levant and against the shores of the Mediterranean. All right, that was a lot of words. Like, I'm not hearing like we're going to send troops or give any kind of like what support will we give to the Lebanese armed forces to help them disarm Hezbollah, because it doesn't seem like Hezbollah wants to do so. Hezbollah doesn't want to get disarmed. So, additionally, Admiral Cooper's visit comes after CENTCOM proposed a deconfliction framework to monitor and report ceasefire violations paired with increased interoperability with the Lebanese armed forces. As far as I know, the Lebanese armed forces have not moved, like shown up to a Hezbollah garrison and said, "You are disarming, end of story." They haven't gone through and done that. So, remains to be seen if they will ever do that. So, all right, let me go check in Institute for Study of War. This was from yesterday. This is an Iran update. All right. Break out my reading voice. Iran update special report, June 24, 2026. Iran is likely using discussions called for by the U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding to reach arrangements with the Gulf states that will allow for sustained Iranian influence around the strait during the post-war period. The fifth clause of the U.S.-Iran MOU charges Iran with discussing the future management of the Strait of Hormuz with Oman and other littoral Persian Gulf states. That's like all of them. The Iranian regime may also be attempting to, what is this word? Segue? No, I don't want to summarize this page. I want you to fucking define the word. Explain, rewrite, paraphrase, improve, change tone. No. All right, fine. What the fuck is this word? To make transition. So, segue. Okay, it is what I thought it was. All right, let me back out of here. All right. Off that, the Iranian regime may also be attempting to segue discussions with the Gulf states on the status of the Hormuz into broader conversations about limiting U.S. or Israeli influence and partnerships in the Gulf. More key takeaways. The recent remarks from the Qatari Foreign Minister and Prime Minister Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani suggest that some Gulf countries may be amenable to cooperating with the Iranians on a broader economic framework. Thani told the Financial Times on June 24 that Qatar was open to discussing Iran's plans to administer the strait alongside Oman and the future management of the strait with Oman and other Gulf countries. Israeli, Lebanese, and U.S. officials discussed proposals for the Lebanese armed forces to backfill the Israeli Defense Force in pilot zones in southern Lebanon during talks in Washington, D.C. on June 23rd and 24th. Israeli officials told Reuters that Israeli media on June 24th that Israeli and Lebanese negotiators discussed U.S.-backed plans to deploy U.S.-trained and vetted LAF personnel to backfill Israeli positions. All right. That's a little bit more concrete than what I was hearing from, what? Going back. Gotta go back to this whole spiel right here. So, okay, U.S. trained and vetted Lebanese armed forces. So, what's this? What's the green area? Oh, the green areas assessed Israeli advances in Lebanon. So they've actually made some major headway into Lebanon. That blue area is a strike where IDF killed 2 Hezbollah fighters who advanced toward Israeli positions near Ali al-Taher Nabatah district. The IDF reported that it struck 2 Hezbollah fighters in a vehicle in Kafar Rumane, Nabateh district that posed a threat to Israeli forces deployed near Ali al-Taher. All right, and the camps are IDF positions. Then there's claimed Israeli advances. Interesting. Read the full report. I'm not going to. dig into it. So look at this map again. So recent increased vessel traffic through the strait does not eliminate the threat that Iranian control over the strait posed to U.S. interests and global dominance. So you can hear the more belligerent elements behind ISW. Like, you're reading this, it comes across like we should not be making peace with Iran here. Pre-war traffic separation scheme. Iran asserted traffic separation scheme as of June 9, 2026. So these are not forcing people to go all the way around Larak Island. Iran is taking steps to establish a mechanism with Oman to try to exercise long-term authority over the Strait of Hormuz. Such a mechanism would enable Iran to regulate transit through the strait and decide to restrict passage at its discretion. I guess they're just going to have to suck it up at this point. Maybe we can like maneuver later against them about it. But after the midterms. Let's see here. When was this? This is yesterday. Might as well read it. I'm at the 51-minute mark. All right. Russian President Vladimir Putin and senior Kremlin officials are reiterating Russia's commitment to its original war aims of complete Ukrainian capitulation as Ukraine, the United States, and Europe appear ready to restart negotiations to end the war. Other key takeaways. Putin continues to rely on a negotiating tactic that aims to falsely portray the Russian military as on the verge of collapse. The Russian military as on the verge of collapsing Ukrainian defenses. The Kremlin is conducting a cognitive warfare campaign to frame potential Ukrainian strikes against legitimate Belarusian targets that support Russian military operations as Ukraine escalation against Belarus and the Union State. Remember, Belarus like signed some agreement like years ago to properly annex itself with Russia. Or integrate itself with Russia. So we'll see what happens with that. So like Belarus runs in lockstep with Russia. Signal repeaters on the Belarusian-Ukrainian border enable Russian forces to conduct precision drone strikes against the Ukrainian deep rear, and therefore would represent a legitimate military target for potential Ukrainian strikes. All right. Belarus has materially supported Russia's war in Ukraine since 2022 and is effectively a co-belligerent with Russia. Russia did directly invade south from Belarus to try and take Kiev, but it didn't go well and they pulled out. But they allowed them to do that. So yeah, calling Belarus a co-belligerent is apt and fair. The Kremlin may attempt to invoke the Union State Collective Security Treaty in an attempt to draw Belarus into the war so Russia can leverage Belarusian manpower and training resources. Russian gains in Konstantinivka remain limited to a small group of infiltrations that are not resulting in consolidated territorial control. Yeah, but... All right, let me finish this. Kremlin officials acknowledge Ukraine's escalating long-range strikes on Russia's energy infrastructure, but downplay the countrywide impact on fuel supplies. The Kremlin continues threatening retaliatory strikes against Ukraine, likely to project strength amid growing domestic gasoline supply shortages. Ukrainian forces regained some positions in Konstantinivka. Russian forces launched 135 drones against Ukraine overnight. So, reported gasoline shortages by federal subjects. No, gasoline shortage. Assessed Ukrainian control Ukrainian territory and Russian controlled territory before the invasion. So that's the Donbass and Crimea. So everywhere's got like gasoline shortages, except wherever the heck this place is. Tanutuva also doing pretty okay for itself. And Kamchatka. And Vladivostok district, I guess. So yeah, they're moving into Konstantinivka. So, like, this is the fortress belt city. Like, this is, like, the stand that Ukraine has been banging on. By the way, I'm just realizing is... I have not had the video playing the entire time. Yeah, I paused it because I queued up my scene that has the video set to autoplay, but I paused it and then I forgot to start it. So sorry for no background noise. Back to the map. Like, this is the so-called Fortress Belt City. If they lose this, there's a lot of open territory. So, and also these are probably acting as decent logistic hubs for the front lines for the Ukrainians. So if these cities fall, their Russian gains might be able to accelerate if they can siege down these cities now. And so, like, ISW is like saying, oh, these infiltrations have not led to consolidated gains, but I swear they probably were saying that same thing about Pokrovsk like 3 months ago or 4 months ago, however long that was. So Russian tactics may be slow, but it seems that it's like it ultimately works over time. And it looks like they've got an entire pocket here that's completely like overrun. If the Russian claims are correct. So God help anybody who's stuck in here. And what is this, the counteroffensive that they were talking about? Oh, I just got a weird ass email. Let me look at this for a second. It's from my accountant. I don't know, something from taxes I need to look at later. So, if these cities fall, like, this is like one of the things, like, but Putin was saying, like, you want peace, give us the rest of Donetsk and Luhansk, and give these, like, fortress belt cities. And there's the implication that, well, if we give up these cities to you willingly, that's just gonna debuff our defense, and you then could, like, you know, claim some ceasefire violation, and then launch the attack again while we're in a defenseless position. So, but then Putin might say, like, look, we've taken the city, so now you got to give us more. We've taken it, we can take more, so you have to give us more if you want to end it. We're not going to just be satisfied with taking these cities. Now that we have them, you have to give more. So it looks like they've, like, if the yellow zone is anything to say, they've overrun Konstantinivka at this point. And, like, oh, you're finding these pockets of geolocated footage of Ukrainian forces positions in western Konstantinivka. So, admittedly, all we're having is these, like, little infiltration bits and battles, but if this can be followed up and then this actually gets fully taken over, there goes the city. So it looks like they're making progress. Oh, this doesn't bode well for Ukraine as far as I can tell. All right, let me just go to Clash. All right, that's enough about there. Let me just go to Clash Report and see what's up. Trump on Poland. The man I endorsed in Poland was number 10. After I endorsed him, he came 10th place and came from 10th place and won the election. He's talking about the Polish president. I don't know who it was who, I don't know his name, but I know what happened was that the current prime minister of Poland, Donald Tusk, runs a center and left of center coalition in Poland. So everyone was expecting, with his party now in power in Poland, that the presidency would also fall to his party, but it didn't fall to the usual Polish Law and Justice Party. And this guy gets to veto the parliament, as far as I understand it. Just look this up. Polish presidency. It's Karol Nawrocki, member of National Security Council, National Development Council, residence, Presidential Palace. What's his party? And powers, states that the president is a supreme representative of the state rather than the people, a privilege reserved for the deputies of the Sejm and senators of the Senate. The Constitution confers the president the role of securing the constitutionality of the state authority. The position of the presidency as arbiter function, while not directly mentioned, unlike France or Romania. With the president playing a major role in the political system, assisted by a set of legal instruments by which they can exert influence on the organs of state authority and political system. The president has free choice in selecting the prime minister, yet in practice, they usually give the task of forming the new government to a politician supported by the political party with the majority of seats in the Sejm. Usually, though not always, it is the leader of that political party. The president has the right to initiate the legislative process. They also have the opportunity to directly influence it by using their veto power to stop a bill. However, veto can be overruled by a 3/5 majority vote in the presence of at least half of the statutory members of the Sejm. Okay, so as far as I understand it, like Tusk's ruling coalition in the Sejm is not that strong, so they're at divided government right now. So he can't push through much of his legislation. In the first months of Noriki's presidency were marked by a confrontational stance with Prime Minister Donald Tusk and his ruling coalition. Third cabinet of Donald Tusk is the coalition government headed by yada, 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 citing his large and recent social mandate after recent presidential election. Noriki reviews Tusk as the worst prime minister of the Third Polish Republic, but expresses willingness to work with him regardless, and has considered the downfall of Tusk's coalition and early parliamentary elections a goal for Noriki, with him also seen as competing with Tusk's government in matters of lawmaking and governance, despite a president having primarily representative role, announcing he is seeking a new formula for cooperation between the president and parliament. Noriki held his first meeting with Tusk on 14 August, and 27 August convened the first cabinet council oriented on finance, investment, and agriculture. Noriki is elected primarily with the support of the right-wing Populist Law and Justice Party, despite being officially independent, was considered a PAIS candidate in the 2025 presidential election. All right, so it's like more ethereal, his connections with the Law and Justice Party, or PIS, because I guess that's how it translates. Constitutional reform. All right, I don't need to get in the weeds in this, but looks like Poland's at divided government. So I guess this is who Trump was talking about. Besant, remember Baghdad Bob from Iraq? It's kind of Tehran Tim. Oh my God, it's Brett Baer. Man, I remember when he was younger. I need to get some water. I'm thirsty. Oh God, what is this? Watch, Turkey wants the F-110 jet engines, and they want their F-35 fighter jets. Are you going to Turkey with a big bag of gifts? Trump? I think so. He is a NATO member. Some people don't consider him as such, but he really is. Stop giving our best technology to Islamist nutjob Erdogan. Turkey became a NATO member long before Erdogan seized power. Erdogan's not an Islamist. He's just more interested in his own power. Maybe he's had a little bit more of a right-wing turn, playing to Islamic whatchamacallit. Wow, what's the term I'm looking for? More Muslim-coded religious strictures, mores, I guess you could say. I remember there was like a protest against him trying to limit alcohol sales throughout the country. Yeah, so again, Mark Levin crashing the fuck out because Trump really likes Erdogan, because Erdogan's a guy who can just make stuff happen in Turkey, so he appreciates somebody who doesn't have a divided government. So Mark Levin losing it over the mere possibility of Trump selling F-35s to Turkey. I was like in another chat, looking through Telegram, and some guy, like, you know, he was like lamenting, or like I want to say being a curmudgeon slightly about that new film Citizen Vigilante, directed by Uwe Boll and starring Arnie Hammer, about some American wealthy American, some like millionaire, billionaire, going on a vigilante justice spree against crime and violent migrants in a nondescript European country. You know, it's like a bit of a right-wing fantasy, and he's more, and Uwe Boll has basically said, yeah, that's exactly what this film is. I'm not trying to satirize the right or anything. Uwe Boll himself being German. So the account I was looking at Telegram was being a curmudgeon, like saying, man, this is like, you know, why are people cheering on this film? It's like, you know, this character who it is, like, owns a property that is a brothel, and he actively uses the brothel at some point. So he's not like, you know, the most upstanding individual that you could have as a protagonist. And he said, like, you know, people are, you know, look at this and say, yeah, but our IT sector is flooded with Indians, and our foreign policy is run with Jews. So I made the comment like, have you seen Mark Levin crashing the fuck out as of late? Have you not seen him losing his shit at Trump trying to reign in Israel for once? Like, our foreign policy is not controlled by Jews anymore, especially now. Like, it was probably like far more conciliatory. Okay. Biden had done some stuff like maneuvering on the edges, like restricting weapons exports to Israel. But Trump, as it has been reported, got Israel to back down and stop the conflict in Lebanon. That also caused Levin to crash out. So saying our foreign policy is run by Jews, like when it comes to Israel, like no. And if your complaint is like, oh, we're knocking off left-wing dictatorships that are also Israel critical, like no, fuck Cuba, fuck Venezuela. I don't care about Israel. They're communist governments that have been subversive elements in our hemisphere. Good riddance. I don't care if they are Israel critical. So, and Trump himself has been like pretty like getting more and more annoyed with Israel. So yeah, Jews do not run our foreign policy right now. So all right, I'm 5 minutes over the hour. I need to get something to drink. Oh, and what's his face? It's Mark Rutte. You often say NATO is a defensive alliance. Where the regime change wars in Libya and Iraq, defensive wars. I'm not going to comment on everything. I can assure you NATO is here to defend. I'm not going to answer the question. All right. Nice sidestep. What's this? Denmark's government is considering a nationwide ban on mosque broadcasting the Islamic call to prayer. Immigration Minister Morten Bodskov says that it doesn't belong in Denmark and argues Islam is becoming too visible in public life. Yeah, Denmark is one of these weird countries that goes hard right on some of these issues, even while they have a nominally leftist government in charge. Why do I get a feeling that the European Convention on... All right, so let me just end this here. My mind immediately, can't spell immediately to save my life, runs to the ECHR and that the ECHR port would swiftly put the kibosh on such a law. Keep it fast. Wow, man, you're going through everything. Damn, Grok, calm down. It's reasonable to first instinct, but the ECHR probably wouldn't swiftly put the kibosh on a well-crafted Danish ban or restriction. Denmark has significant leeway here. The European Court of Human Rights tends to defer to national authorities on exactly these kinds of issues. Except when you're trying to deport somebody. Article 9, ECR Basics. Article 9 protects freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, including the right to manifest one's own religion, worship, teaching, practice, observance. However, this is qualified. States can limit it if the restriction is prescribed by law. Pursues a legitimate aim, public order, protection of the rights necessary in a democratic society. That's vague as hell. Broadcasting the Adhan via loudspeakers in a manifestation in public space, not a core private belief. Wide margin of appreciation. The ECHR grants states broad margin of appreciation discretion in religious matters involving public expression that affects others, noise, community cohesion, secularism, neutrality in public sphere, balancing competing rights, residents' quiet enjoyment versus religious practice. Okay. All right, so Grok's telling me probably not. We shall see. Bookmark this. Will the ECHR strike down such a Danish law against the Adhan, the Islamic call to prayer? We shall see. And that concludes the app session for the evening. I want to go shooty in Far Cry 4 before, and this will be the last stream. I'm going to commit to start doing RE4, but it's going to be probably stop and start and go for the rest of the summer as I prep for Offkai as well as prep for ANYC. So, yeah, that'll be it. So, yeah, let me just turn this off. And, what? No, that was the video. Let me at least leave the video running while I clean up and announce that I am live. God, what is this?
One world leader, who would it be?
This is a
If
phase
you guys
clip.
had to be stuck in a room with one world leader, who would it be?
I'll find all of them as sex offenders.
What she said? What did Tenma say?
Offenders. I'll find all of them as sex offenders.
All of them?
All of them?
Maybe the Winnie the Pooh one would be acceptable.
Bro!
What? She talking? There's the meme about Xi Jinping looking like Winnie the Pooh. So if that's who she's talking about, she's saying like all world leaders are child pedophiles. Man, even the Epstein hysteria has hit Tenma in Japan. God damn. All right, focus. All right, look at my notifications. All right, go to my profile. Pull up one of my pre-drafted scripts. Let's. How many story missions? Let me just check that this link actually goes where I want it to. Yep, goes to YouTube stream. So let me just jazz this all up with some emojis to catch the eye. Man, it really wants to do this like laughing, like ashamed emoji or whatever. I'm gonna do this triumphant meme because that's more my feel than anything else. All right, post. I'm gonna get the game launched. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm thirsty. Mouth feels dry. Hey, oh, remember this time. Game category. Start up my controller. It's trigger point. What the hell? All right. Oh God, this is loud. I don't know if that was too loud for you, but it was too loud for me. All right, nearly 40%. All right, so I'm just gonna do story missions. Oh God, the camera's not tracking my mouth. Ha 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 top 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 ha ha hop ha ha ha. I'm trying to make sure that. Hello, hello. Ah man, you can't. My mouth is not moving. God damn it, the camera's like freaking losing it. Hello, I'm about to start gaming, but oh my God, does my mouth look like it's... Huh? Huh? Yeah, I'm like speaking really... God damn it. Let me back the mic away for a second. Hop to top to top 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 hop hop. Hello, I'm about to start gaming. Okay, that's about as best I can do right now. Ah da 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 da. I gotta keep the mic off to the side like this. Does that work better, camera? Can you see my mouth? All right, fine. All right, enough dicking around. Time to actually get into the game. Kirat. Where the hell even I leave off last time? Indigestion. God damn, load up. Alright, I got a handy dandy shotgun. Okay, let me do an armed escort quest to warm up here. What do I have? Motherfucker, let me in. Jesus. Do you have like the grenade launcher or something lying around here that I can use? Because that's usually helpful around here. Oh, whatever. Just push through and do it.
Hey, it's AJ. What do you need me to do?
Ajay, we have an entire clinic.
Hold up before I do that. No. Sink myself down a bit. Sorry. Get out the audio. Yeah, reach the convoy, where the heck it is. Oh, look, there's a... That guy giving, like, the NPC dialogue line about, missing the propaganda things. I can sort of understand, because Robbie Ray Rana is just annoying, because he's, like, you know, fucking annoying-ass John Oliver tier,
Are you sober? Doesn't matter, you're not driving. Climb on top of the truck and we'll get going. I left a grenade launcher by the truck. The best defense is a good offense, right?
Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Oh, hey, how convenient. I'm out of Molotovs, though. That sucks.
To you here. And this situation is complicated. The Golden Park can't just go in and shut down the grottos. Don't go too far. There's still army patrols on the road.
Swag, Prem. I still can't believe our luck. I have some buddies further south who can shift this kind of product. Shift. He tells me that we're looking at ₹1,000,000 street value. Millionaires, brother. This is our ticket to the shithole, Sonny. Let me guess, it's drugs of some kind. Let me guess, that's half of what the Golden Path is like involved in the drug trade itself. I like how this thing comes up as I go lean down sights or aim down sights, not like it's held up.
The bridge is blocked. Taking a shortcut.
What? Are you kidding me? We could totally move those. Yeah, fuck you. Goodbye. You could have completely beats the vehicle in here.
Some will be trafficked, some work their way up in news organizations, surviving any way they can. News sends the most promising workers out to recruit more, and for some people it's the only future they can afford. There's something in the road! Got some engine trouble. Keep an eye out while I try to jumpstart this.
Are you kidding me? We have engine troubles right frickin' here.
Keep them off our back when I restart it.
Oh, motherfucker. Where are you? Goddamn woman. Oh man, the trucks really took a beating. I might fail this.
We're being followed. Enemies behind us.
Alright, got it.
On the dashboard, but we're okay for now. Enemies in the road ahead.
Ahead?
Right, the truck can't take much more abuse. I need you to fix it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it with the fucking welding torch, and somehow that fixes it. And also, I thought I didn't have this thing on me. Man, I have no throwables. I only got 6 of these left, so I gotta be judicious in how I use them. Got him! Let's see if I can just snipe some guys.
But others start their own brothels, and Noor gets a cut of the profits in exchange for protection. There's no shame in prostitution, but it is our duty to aid those who are being exploited.
No, there is shame in prostitution. You're taking the easy way in life. Gotta turn up this way. Alright, well, there's a buggy I can take. Alright, nice warm up. I want my sniper rifle back, though. Alright, motherfucker. Man, I got a lot of money. What, we in a firefight? Somebody show up here? What's going on? Oh, that's,
My men want to thank you, brother, for these convoys you keep bringing in. We've never been this well equipped, but we still need more.
Alright, saved a guy. What happened to him? Oh look, there's a store and a fast point over here. Alright, not gonna do more tertiary missions. I'm gonna try and advance the plot so I can leave off on some sort of note with this game before I move to RE4, the OG 2004 release. Ooh, I'm tempted to try and do, take the base. How'd I score on this one? Nope, not an assassination mission. What am I looking for? This building over here. Need to up on all my ammo. Got guns for hire tokens. Don't need them. Famas, I need liberate 5 more bell towers. This or liberate 2 more bell towers. So this one's not that far off, in all honesty. What's this one? Is that the China Lake? I need to unlock more missions. And then what's this? 0.7 nitro. that like an elephant gun or something? Complete 4 Longinus quests, 3 remaining. Right. And there's this Singaporean like LMG signatures. Got the Stormer. Was this the Warrior, the Ripper, AMR? I don't want the Dragunov. What do I want? I want the Predator. I can do 4 more armed escorts and I get this one. And there's also this Bushman. I have to get rank 10 in the arena. Then this is kind of what I have already. But there's the Buzzsaw, so I need 8 more bell towers. But probably not going to get to that one. Bull. Bomb defusing quest, 1 remaining. I said I was going to do story missions, so I will. Let me see here. Can I just get maps? Also, what would it take for skills? I got 1 point. That can't go into anything. Yeah, everything's like 4 points or whatever. What do I have to get to get, let's see, heavy ammo bag for flame tanks, flares, rockets, and grenade launcher rounds. Need bear skins, explosive bag. I need thick skin hide. Throwables bag. I'm actually at my max throwables bag, so I can't get any more on that. What about the syringe kit? I need a Sky Tiger skin. Alright. Enough dicking around. Where's the story mission I can complete? Hunting control. There's a Mask of Yalung. Why is this area red? I guess this is the closest place to go. Hopefully there's a vehicle I can take up there. Got something? You got a truck? It's better than nothing. I prefer the little ATVs, in all honesty, over a truck. Feels a little bit more maneuverable. I was about to accidentally ram that guy. Oh, he already passed me. Alright, hold up. Let me, master volume, music on, subtitles, weapon tagging. Really, is that all there is? Is that all I can adjust? Are you kidding me? Really? Alright, fine. Because I can barely hear Robbie Ray Rana. Not that I necessarily want to hear them. Alright, whatever. I'll just skip. Alright, let me get Yogi and Reggie. See if I can kill these fuckers. Not a fan of stoners. Oh, hello. I forgot I had that. Well. Oh god, it's an attacking eagle. Alright, thankfully this truck... Oh, well, can't go this far. Alright. What stopped me there? What landmark hitbox stopped me from moving there? Oh, I forgot to get my sniper rifle. I'll get it later. Add another mission. Where's this propaganda poster? In here? Where the frig is it? The heck? Not down there. It's like up here. Or oh no, it's a journal entry. Mohan Ghali's journal. I got 9 of 20 of these things. So. I am going to fucking blow these fucking stoners' heads off.
Still alive, shitbags! Hang on, my friend! I know
I don't have a pistol on me.
He means trouble, and it's Yogi, you cunt.
I still want to shoot you both.
I do too.
I don't blame you for wanting to put a hole in Reggie here.
Look, we're trapped in this bloody country. Like you, alright? They nicked our passports, and they're getting us to fuck over folks. Like you.
And we can't go back to India after that incident with the cow.
Cows,
Right, cows, so many cows.
did you hear there's 10 million hits on YouTube so far?
Really?
Yeah, it was. Okay, look.
All right, so they're doing Jake
We
Paul
got no
bullshit.
idea, Olay. We didn't think she was gonna throw you in the arena naked.
Yes, we did. That's why you bet against him.
I only technically bet against him. I was trying to cover the spread, my
Oh
old
my
friend.
god, shut up.
Mate, I, however, had no doubt. I bet on you, mate. Check it out. Which I'm more than willing to split with you, 60-40. 40-60. 37. Right.
I don't even care about the fucking money.
Deserve it. Fighting with your tackle flip-flopping about.
Yeah. Oh, we're very impressed
With his tackle.
with his fighting. Tit, he was very gladiator.
I would say more 300.
I want you two gone. I want you out of my house. I'm taking it back. And if you ever
We'll shoot Donald together.
It's Yogi. Smoke?
leave,
Right.
Just give us a second to pack.
Yeah, we're nesters.
It's a bit of a mess.
I'm gonna get hit with some drug or somehow.
So what used to be here? One of those thankers?
Yes, clever clocks.
What happened to it?
Now that is a story worth telling.
Yeah, drugs, intrigue, danger. It's all there.
I just want the short version.
Fine, the short version. We were
This
never
cutscene is dragging on way too long.
pirate.
Fresh off the boat, so to speak.
Yes, and we were eager to sample the local horticulture scene.
Very eager. We were not disappointed.
No, not in the slightest. And it was all thanks to a kindly old guru who helped open our minces.
Right. That day, we reached a level of herbal nirvana unlike any other.
When it was all said and done, we asked the guru.
Talk about bad subtitling.
That's when we heard of Shangri-La.
Shangri-La. It's like the ghost of ancient Kyrat.
Ancient Kyrat.
And yeah, it's more
Kyrat.
the ghost that never was. So it's like Schrodinger's cat.
Schrodinger's Kyrat.
Guys,
Very funny.
short version, right?
Right, back on track. So the guru told us he had journeyed to a storied place, and when he was there, he nipped a few buds.
This was all made possible through a mystical tanka that hung on this very wall.
So what happened to it?
It was torn to pieces and scattered throughout Kyrat by persons unknown.
Yeah, right, but not to worry. The old geezer sold us a map that led to a cave not far from
Right,
here.
a cave with a scary door.
Right, really scary. As much as we wanted to chase that dragon, the door had a certain do not enter sort of quality to it.
So where's the map?
I think we used it as a rolling paper, but no worries. The cave is easy to find. You just head west from it.
Yeah, right. And when you find a door with a really scary face on it, you know you're in the right place.
Yeah, and bring us back a few buds, yeah?
Okay, so I'm letting them kick me out of my parents' house once again. When I got $20,000. Or Kirati, whatever. Where am I going now? Oh, to this freaking island? Okay. And meanwhile, there's a firefight going on somewhere. Alright, can I make it with just the glider? Find the Tonka. I'm not doing that mission. Fuck you. Man, man, it really wanted me to do the wingsuit. gotta actually do this one day. Fly on a glider like this. Go parachuting somewhere. I'm guessing flashing green means I liberated that tower. Oh. Wow, really not. Wow, it looks like it's like... You can't see the river. It's like coated in fog or something. It looks like that there's no like waterways out here. Another journal entry right beneath me. Not going to get distracted by it, though. I thought this was going to end with them, like, hitting me with some sort of drug. Like, blasted in my face or something. And then I would go to Shangri-La, but it would be an acid trip. Alright, there's the river. I can see it now. In a lower elevation. Lonnie wheel up here somewhere? No, underneath, I'm guessing. Gotta go down somewhere. Yep. Oh, hey. How the fuck did you not hear that? Fuck you. Where's the other fuck? Yep. What the heck was that? Alright, let me actually bring out the shotgun and make this easier on myself. No! Not giving up the shotgun. Where's the money wheel? There it is. My karma has increased by spinning a wheel. I'm not going through this door. I have to descend into the depths here. All right, I fell in water. Man, it's freaking dark in here. I just somehow mystically have a headlamp. Or magically, or mysteriously, or conveniently, I should say, just happen to have, like, a headlight. Alright. Alright, Indiana Jones this shit. Alright. Made that without issue. I got a headache for some reason. Oh, there's the door. Go across this rocking path. Oh, and some monkeys. Are you going to be immediately hostile to me for no fucking reason? Can I not get the freaking nut? Should have cleared the room to be safe. I got the Tonka. Got a white tiger of some sorts. Am I about to go through a fucking trance? I went to Shangri-La somehow. And I don't have my clothing on. What the hell? Why does this keep happening to me? I had arrived. All I had to do was jump. Nope, not doing this bullshit. God damn it, there's nothing, no way out of here. All right, Geronimo! I crashed through that rock and floor, whatever it was. Tell me how your Thanka showed the impossible. The only way you can witness paradise is to live. Yeah, I'm gonna drown. Climb up and out. Alright. My path here has been long and difficult. I'd seen things, done things, I'd wish on no one. I was a fool to think that paradise is immune to suffering. Like Krishna or Kira or whatever it is. Oh, a white stag. That's got to mean something. And a white tiger. Got stabbed. Can I get that knife? Thank you. Man, it's got some gashes in him. And he just disapparates like that. Okay. Impaled by the tooth of a massive beast. Okay, it's a dagger that looks like a tooth. Any other weapons I can pick up around here? Some sort of demon or something? Oh, look, there's a demon fish. I'm getting totally distracted. And also, this is that shit is actually triggering. Oh, wow. Wow, those things just fucking killed me. You will stay on the linear path, god damn it. What I really need is, like, I need to turn up the AC. I can actually turn down the AC for a bit. I don't know why, I'm just feeling like hot and bothered right now. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I have AC. And I won't forget the Brits who died in the heat wave of '03. Alright, I'll stop. Stop being annoying. Capo Mio on Twitter was complaining about how hot it was and how she's like, you know, it's... defending his home from what? Let me just finish this thought. So, Capo Mio, female VTuber from Italy, was complaining about how hot it is. It's like 3 a.m. or 1 a.m. and it's still like 30 degrees Celsius, which I guess has got to be like in the 80s or 90s Fahrenheit. And I replied like, God damn, like even at the summer house that my family has out in Veneto province, we have ACs in the bedrooms and like the main living room. Like they're like, you know, they're per room and it's not a central air system, but it's still like we can like, you know, don't have it that bad. This building's old. They must have been installed like sometime in the 90s or something. Some other path I could take up here. Just mildly brush fire. What's that? Alright. Can't do anything over here. I don't know. I'm just looking for if there's anything secret or hidden out here. I guess there's a circumnavigant path I could have taken. Circumnavigated. Oh, that doesn't sound nice. And there's a demon. Come at me. Have at you! Demons had invaded Shangri-La, not of this earth, not of clear minds. Something wants Shangri-La for themselves. I'm just thinking like some story of like a would-be emperor of like some like East-coded Asian state trying to invade Shangri-La for immortality, and then leads to some curse or something, like some pre-mythological history that you could set up a story around. I can't freaking use this thing. Like, I'm pressing right trigger, but it's not letting me swing the freaking dagger here. That hot seeth in Eurocope. God bless my frigid air. My voice cracked at the end of the line. I want to hear how bad that was. Motherfucker. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, Cringer, for coming to save me. I've been watching the early 2000s He-Man show. So remember the tiger is Cringer. But to gain an ally. All right, Shangri-La, the tiger. Aim at an enemy best and power B to target him. The tiger will attack your target. The tiger can sense enemies and become invisible to them. Who are you? As if intoxicated by paradise. Oh. Alright, this is an interesting game. Oh, great. They're fighting with each other. Alright, let's ignore them if we can. Get to two different spots. Okay, there's like... Where are the guys in the lake? Let's just, The tiger vault up here, or it's gonna find its own way? Sumaru. Ackerman. Mikasa Ackerman? Levi Ackerman? At least the demons squeal like little bitches when you get them. Do I have to do this all stealthily? Alright, well, I guess that works. I forgot melee is stick. Looks like the tiger like took some damage because I went into this a little bit too run and gunny. I can still do throwing knives. Yeah, I'm definitely tripping on acid right now. Shangri-La was attempting to protect itself from evil and guiding me to its defense. All right. So now I know how to actually, like, use this thing. Now I actually have to press right stick. Hold up. Where am I going? I have to go down this way. Abi, Joe. So it looks like there's a bunch of guys on the perimeter. Fuck. I can throw some rocks to, like, bait them out. Alright, did not stealth that at all. Tiger got it. Alright. Alright. Second Monty wheel. Can we proceed or Mythical Bells of Shangri-La. What's going on over here? Purge my body. What the heck? There another one of these guys out here I need to find? Get these fuckers out on the lake. Never mind, I got to him before the tiger did. There's another one of these seekers. Press X to win. Press stick to win. Alright, whatever. I don't know if I'm going to find all the seekers. I'm just going to go up to the objective. You know, I thought I'd be doing, like, you know, more like actual, like, missions, like raiding pagan min forces, royal army positions, but no, I'm Going on an acid trip through Shangri-La. Guy over here, I missed it all somewhere. Alright, whatever, let's go. Hello, giant statue. The Source Scorcher. RB to target the Scorcher enemy. The Tiger will distract the Scorcher. Take down the Scorcher from behind. Interesting. Can do that at least. I'm gonna die to this thing. And I'm dead from flames and shit. Alright. Alright, so I actually have to have some tact to this. And not just go in charging willy-nilly. Yes, I got it. Let me see if I can clear out some guys on the side here. Alright, one guy along the perimeter. Like one guy up here, then I guess I'll enter the fray in the middle. Yes, I am evil. Where is the Scorcher? I don't want to get hit by his fucking flames. Oh, Tiger's hurt. Need a... I think the Tiger took down the Flamer all by himself. I didn't do anything. Gotcha. Right to the back of the head. Smart. I got a bunch of throwing knives too. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right. Bells of Shangri-La. Ring purged evil from the lands. Interesting. Oh, motherfucker. All right, the bell does purge evil from the lands. Alright, I guess I'm out of Shangri-La now and out of that acid trip. Yeah, there I am, back again.
What happened?
He's back in the world of the living.
How'd I get here? I'm okay.
You walked in holding that bank up. Right, and then you put it up in a frame here and then curled up on the floor for a kip. Yeah. You would have tried. You're speaking a weird language. What happened?
I don't know, but it was fucking weird. Was that here when you moved in?
Oh, this? I was told that it's a Gale family heirloom, been passed down for generations. Did I not mention that earlier?
No, you didn't.
Did ask for the short version. Right, and we asked you to grab some of that wacky-backy, eh? Did you find any?
I was a little busy.
Right, that's good. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, next time. But, you do come across that Fanka. Keep us in mind. Right, well, we're off. We'll send someone back here to clean up the rest of our shit, alright? Alright.
Yeah, sure you will.
Toodles! Toodles!
I'm gonna come back and they're gonna still be in here. Alright. Discover Shangri-La, campaign only. Alright then. Man, that's like 1/6. I guess there's like 6 of these things out here that I have to find. For later. Oh, and there's a store. Change out the frickin' call it. Where's the outside? There's a Sherpa outside or something? Oh, trade. Water faucet. Infold. Tree decorations. Interior lighting. Here up. Sure. Give me the interior upgrade. Alright, I guess they are gone now. Oh wow, I cleaned up some of their shit. For 100,000 Kirati dinars or whatever. Alright, let me get out of here. There's more Yogi and Reggie missions, I guess, out here. They're still squatting on my frickin' parents' house. Mask of Yalung. Where's another story mission? There's Noor. Yogi and Reggie. Where are the story missions? There's another Tonka. Where are the other missions? Oh, let's see here. There's a Longinus mission out here, and then there's an Amita. I haven't done a one in Amita. All right. Let me pick that one up, and how do I get over here? There's a place with a whirly bird. I'm gonna go pick up the other Tankara. It's probably gonna send me on another acid trip to frickin'... Wait! Get my sniper rifle back. Where is it? All right. Off to the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, or this Tankara. I'm gonna have to go up at some point. Question is how... Why don't I ride an elephant? See how far that gets me. You gotta be kidding me. two assholes behind me. Another one over here. Tanking it too hard. Oh, that was great kill ratio, high XP awarded. Very well then. Karma level 5. Location maps 25%. Okay then. Wait, where did I lost it, motherfucker. Alright. How do I get up? Is that shitty? I'm not gonna take the tuk-tuk on. It's not gonna be able to handle this territory, is it? Have to ascend somehow, but I'm not sure how. Nope, not that way. And look at the topography. Like, how do I get... I think it's better to actually approach from here. No, I'm just going to let this go. I'm going to go do an Amita mission. Unknown. Propaganda posters still everywhere. This looks the most straightforward path. So, I'll let the Tonka go for now. Oh, there's another Pagan Wrath around there. I always love just blowing those things up in one go. That sounded like suppressed sniper fire. Now, I'm going to take the tuk-tuk to Amita. Yeah, it sounds like I'm getting sniped at. Shut up, Robbie. All right, that's over with. Glad to help, guys. This is where it stops, and I have to, how do you get up here? We'll just go around this way. GPS leading me astray. Yeah, go up and around this way. Oh, look, there's a whirly bird I could use to get to the Tonka. The tiger going after tapirs. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, I couldn't save him, but, yak jerky? Well, tiger skin's worth some money, so, sorry, I was completely unable to save you, but I at least got the skin out of it. Alright, Amita, what can I help you with?
Were you thinking, Ajay? Winners don't do drugs, really? Is that it? Those fields you burnt, they weren't just drugs. They were books. They were medicine. How did we proper clinic. But no, Sabal says drugs are bad and you torch our fucking future.
I don't think you understand.
I'm sorry. Did I speak out of turn? Should I walk 10 feet behind you with my head bowed?
Oh, shut up.
See Kirat before the war. I was 6 years old when my parents told me I had to marry. 6! That's the world Sabal is fighting for.
Just saying.
I'm just saying what?
Pretends to be. If he was so concerned about his tradition, why didn't he ask you to protect the statues of Kira?
I didn't.
Kira statues. Paul's trying to destroy them as part of his campaign to turn the people against the Golden Path. Right now it's the last thing we need.
Okay, so Sabal what doesn't care about these statues for some fucking reason? Alright, well. Where am I going now? How far away is this? Oh. Alright. Where am I going? I gotta take a right and then a left. Well, up. Nothing, there's no, serious long-lasting damage. I didn't completely destroy the, ATV there, so, I got a little bit too worked up about that. I will admit that. Alright. And up we go. Up, 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 up. Sleeping Saints. Guess I have to go around here. And I'm dead. Swing and a miss. Let's try that again. Oh. Can I just... No. Can I toss a grenade up there just to fuck with them? Well, they are firmly alert that I'm out there, but God, do they have no idea what's going on. Well, okay, caught myself at least. I thought I just died again. All right. And they're absolutely losing. They're running around like with chickens with their heads cut off. Aw, man. Wow. Okay, I'm dead. All right, I need to snipe whoever that is up at the top there first before anything. Where am I? Let me move my fucking camera, god damn it. Jesus. All right, I think I cleared out like most people. Simple enough. Get lots of LMG ammo. Where is the detonator? All right. Turn off.
We're here, but there are dead bodies everywhere. Secure the area. We're inbound. We'll be there in half a minute.
Let's see here. Should have laid some C4 down ahead of time. I was not trying for a headshot there at all. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck. This pistol is OP. Alright, we done up here? Am I just supposed to tank it out here and kill all these guys, or what? Yeah, this pistol is OP. Let me get up to the relative safety up over here. underneath me like rats. That didn't do anything to them. And I'm dead. Fuck. The guy in the shotgun out at that point.
We're here, but there are dead bodies everywhere. Secure the area. We're inbound. We're heading your way now.
I'm dead again. Goddamn, I was stuck in a reloading animation. This sucks. Okay. Focus on putting down.
Dead bodies everywhere. Secure the area. We're inbound. We're heading your way now.
I know they see me, dumbass. I don't care. Speaking at the game at the... Down. Somebody's trying to snipe me. Fuck. Oh, god damn it, I died again. Alright, so this is a little... Yeah, this is a bit of a challenge. Alright.
We're here, but there are dead bodies everywhere. Secure the area. We're inbound. We're heading your way now.
Here. One up here. Oh, that's all 6 of them out at least. I get a headshot on that guy? No. Denied. Man, these Stormer guys are actually a bit of a pain. Gotcha. No, god damn it. Get back up. Pretty some decent range on that shot there. The Dragonov, another mine. Down with the revolution, indeed. I saw that guy was right on top of my mind on the minimap, so. What's this? Oh, motherfucker, Jesus. I gotta freaking. What is this shit? Explosives? I guess I gotta take out the copter some way, and the only thing I can think of is with the sniper rifle at this point. I don't know where there's I shot a passenger. I didn't shoot the frickin' pilot.
Thank you, brother. Those statues are why Kirat has a name. Now it's time to light the braziers, to remind everyone that Kira is watching over them.
Sabal, how the hell do I get up to the braziers?
Climb, brother. Climb.
Fuck, and they're still after me. Alright. Up I go. There's still one other guy flopping around out there. God damn it. Right in the crotch. Here we go. Where's the other brazier? Over there? Can I grapple up anywhere over here? Maybe. Motherfucker, stop drip feeding these fuckers to me. End the mission, god damn it.
AJ, I need to see you. It's important, but I can't say more over the radio. Please, come to Shanaf.
No, you're gonna get a bunch of buckshot to your fucking face, asshole. Get over here. Or knife, kukri knife down to your clavicle. All right. This is a bit tedious. All right, so that was one Amita missing. I doubt I'm gonna get to securing a path to north. I got like half an hour before I'm willing to tap out for the evening. One syringe. I'm at 5 syringes. Interestingly enough. Take one of your trucks, thank you very much. Where am I going? Oh, I guess I didn't get this one. Or it reset after I died like 15 times. Alright, what do I want to do? Longinus mission. I'll start here. First. Alright, I haven't used any of these guns or higher targets. What is this? 6P9? Got a slightly high fire rate, but damage goes way down. And then it's D2. Flare gun. What was the signature that do a bomb defusing request? There's one right there. There is one right there. So I do story missions. So no, I'm gonna go meet Longinus. Zero tolerance brutality. Pagan Man wishes to remind you that all citizens seen wearing the colors of the Golden Path will be shot on sight. There's zero tolerance policy on any affiliation with the terrorists in Banapur. The king has eyes in every village. He is always watching over his children. Do not betray his benevolence. May Pagan's light shine upon you all. Yeah. Repetitive. I got 4 points, and I can use it on one thing, which is RS to perform a takedown of heavy gunners or heavy flame units. Alright, fine. Well, I got it. There's a nice convenient ATV, and here's the man levitating on the hitbox for this post. His vehicle stops stanchion or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Ran into a gun position. That should have killed me. Barking animals in the distance. think it was that truck. Is that a convoy to raid or something? What is it?
Be careful, brother. You are close to DeBleur's fortress. Taking it will not be easy as long as DeBleur controls the region. Tread carefully.
Is sniping at me? Was that what I was hearing or no? Alright, how far do I have to go up to get to, what's his face? Longinus. Hi, Nemi. An AK you got there?
If any man has an ear, let him hear.
Cool, that rhymes.
13:9.
In English it rhymes. God knows what it was in the original Greek.
Hearing my sermons,
That's a lot of sermons.
all mankind will fear. They will proclaim the works of God.
Could you
and
not
the
point that at
works
me,
he has
please?
done. As for you, there is another lost sheep to track down. Locate him, follow him, and bring back what you find.
Incredibly vague. Thank you, Longinus. Where am I going? Well, I'm going to take the ATV that's pointed in the right direction so I don't have to do a 3-point turn. Or pull a Yui. On the jet ski. This is where a grenade launcher probably would have been useful. Motherfucker, they're getting my ass. Wow, never mind. Wow, this failed hard. Well, they beats themselves to also get at me. Let's actually try and stealth this shit. Oh fuck! Never mind. You gotta be on your ass, on their ass, so you can't pre-snipe these fuckers. God damn it! Right, you can't see me. I can't see you. You can't see me. And there's just a random tiger over there. Man, this thing is unwieldy. Scratch my ear. Sorry. Good, I got a checkpoint at least. Getting away. I gotta go after him. Okay, I think that was everyone. That guy was close for a moment. I'm gonna go in there. Smuggler's body. Enter the... Oh. So we do have to do some stuff in here. All right. Pop off the shotgun shell. Blood diamonds. It says like there's like a chest right here. What am I missing? Must be outside of here. This what are these? Gold bars or something? Oh. All right, well, that got rid of them well enough. Oh, there's one. Yeah, spamming grenades is like one of my favorite tactics in all honesty. And we're out of here. Like, also, I'm like reversing there and I don't see my hand go to the gear change whatsoever. This thing probably is like clutch operated system. Some nice music. All right, Longinus. Recompense. How much more do I got in me? Do some more. Where's the whirly bird? I knew there was one out here. They should be high. Oh, they're called buzzers, apparently. Maybe I could get this one if I approach from the right direction now. God damn. What do I have to do to get this guy? You get up close and then snipe him from the side. Where'd he go? I guess that was lost. Alright. Oh well. I don't know if I got him or not. I didn't see any karma thing pop up, so. Do not wait for tonight. I have to go see Dami up in Ashram and fix this backache for good. It's been killing me for months. I've taken our black rooster. I hope the sacrifice will suffice to placate the spirit that has been haunting me. The ceremony should last until nightfall, so I will see you tomorrow. Love you, Janu. Somebody's dead in here. Nope, wasn't this way. Somehow I survived that. And I killed myself with that. Destroy or hijack the royal truck. Alright, let's actually, like, be serious for a moment and get to this Tankara thing. Tanka. Whatever it's called. Tanka. Oh my god, load. God damn. Pressing my nose against the filter on my microphone. Oh, great. I'm cursed now with the fucking who. Oh, hey. What's up there? Make my life significantly easier.
Be careful, brother. You are close to Dipler's fortress.
Oh my god, there's a bear right there. Holy fuck.
Dipler controls the region. Tread carefully.
Oh, you fuck with the wrong person, retard. Alright. Need to go up. Get to the buzzer. I need to go around longer this way. What happened to the buzzer? Why'd it go away? Wham! Oh, I'm here. Yalung Spine. What is the journal entry up here, up there somehow? All right, so we got 10 of Mohangale. All right, well, the buzzer straight up disappeared. It's gonna make me enter Shangri-La. I don't want to do that. I did Amida, I did Longinus. Where are the other missions? There's a Yor, then there's another Reggie and Yogi mission. What's his face? How do I even advance the plot? You know what? Why don't I cap it off by doing this one bomb defusal so I can get the hell out. I can get whatever unlock whatever signature that was. What was it again? Armed escorts. The Bushman, that's level 10. This is Mask of Yalung. There's something I already have. 7 bell towers. What was the other one? It was the Bull. The Bull. Yeah. Oh, not that door. This door. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, wait. We're at a Golden Path base. Get immediately obliterated. Like, this has happened, like, what, 3 times now? I'll take your car. Got a few holes in it, but oh well. The Mask of Yalung. Really close. I'm getting distracted. I said I do missions, but I'm kind of over it now. Yeah. There is a, whatchamacallit, a glider up there. So if I get to this mass, maybe I can get to the glider and glide to the bomb defusal mission. All right. Up, up, up. Let's see here. Okay. Grapple our way up to wherever this is, and it's probably some internal cave. Because, you know, serial killer likes to hide stuff in there. Also a money wheel here. Double up on all this good stuff.
This is an emergency call to any fighters in the area.
Are you kidding me?
Being overrun by the Royal Army, and we need all the backup we can get. Come, quick.
Kidding me. I'm getting this freaking mask. It's quiet when I go in here. There it is. All right, can I get down there? And I killed myself. I got 10 Mask of Yalung now, so. But that did in fact void the defense mission. All right. So I was gonna do a bomb defusal mission and get the hell out of here. Oh my god. Yeah, you were lied to, dumbasses. Let me guess, they're gonna call in an attack right now as I leave. No? Okay then. I swear it's only when you show up to a place and are leaving it that the attack comes in. Why does the sound in this car sound so muted for some reason? Now, how to get up here? Like, there's just a path up this way. Not that complicated. Well, I failed that. Never mind. That wild hog was vicious and quick. So, how can I help?
Come here, quick. Ajay, there's no time to lose.
What are the targets?
It's a shipment of fresh water for our troops. Paul has used so much to irrigate his opium crops that our men are drying up. It is, my friend, and it's getting worse.
Okay, I'll help you.
Geronimo! Made it. Defuse all bombs without being detected. I thought I cleared this place out. I'm kind of actually accidentally smack dab in the middle of it. The headshot. Oh, shit. No, climbing through the window, dumbass. We're about to get exposed. Okay, I still haven't been to... Oh, okay. All right.
I'm going to shoot your face face off. Show me what you got.
Who's out in the distance out there?
This one's for you.
Oh. Man, the fucking mortar squad. Wow, okay, damn, he got me. He got my ass with that. I don't think you're supposed to fire off mortars that close range, but okay, okay. I'm feeling a little bit something more. Maybe I can do one more thing. Actually, no, let me go and check out this the bull here, since I should have unlocked it. Should. We'll see if that was effective. No store? Oh, over here. There it is. And I don't have enough money. Fuck. I'm gonna get this thing before I close. Alright, is that enough? Yeah, that was just enough. 61,000. And it's got a silencer and a view job. View job. It's got a sight. A little reflex sight. There we go. The bull. Opposed to, I don't know. And then there's the chainsaw. I need 8 bell towers. There's a Chris Vector, obviously. If I go up one more level, I get it. Predator. Armed escort. Yeah. So, what's the cannon? 1 hostage rescue remaining. Damn, there's a lot of them. HS-27. Hunting control quest. 1 remaining. Man, I could get a bunch of these. At the rank 10 for this Bushman, whatever that is. Ripper. Conquer 4 fortresses. 4 remaining. Alright, let me just try it out. Let me try and stealth take over this base with this thing. Then I'll call it a night. Amita values progress over tradition. I hadn't picked up on that yet. Heavy sarcasm. Wow, this is going to take a while, isn't it? This is going to take a while. All right, motherfucker. All right. All right. So I made the mistake of way too loudly taking out the Alright, we're going hot. So I let the dole out. What rank did I get there? No more than bronze. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go for gold and call it a night. I keep on, like, finding one more thing to keep myself going, but, oh god, I forgot how long this takes to load. I need to check Twitter in the meantime. Nope, never mind. Right there. Right as I pick up my phone. Alright, that went to shit. West. Denied. Yeah, so there's no more than silver even. Probably even less. And my score? Come on. What? Detected, yes. Alarms raised, yes. But takedowns. One takedown got me 400 points. That cleared it for me. All right, then. Okay. All right. I need to actually eat some dinner. Maybe I can do some final, like, cutting on my cosplay layouts. And then, so yeah. Next week, on Wednesday, starting up Resident Evil 4. Just need to get the thumbnail ready. That's it. So that's it. So I'll be looking forward to get out of that. If I was good, like I started trying to edit a video for a short, making fun of Smorch, but I've already lost interest at this point. I suck at this. I lose motivation to edit videos, but it's kind of what I do need to actually like grow my channel. So I have to actually edit videos. I should edit a video of that last defense I made in Total War Attila, but I got to be quick on the draw, but I'm just like, I do so many other things. I just don't make time to edit videos. In any case, all right. So next week, starting RE4, but it's probably going to be a bit touch and go as I do it. So with that all said, good night and good